Hi, spiritual family. Tonight we're going to do a pick a card reading. This will be my first pick a card reading I've ever done on YouTube. So be kind in the comments. I'm doing my best. But we're going to go ahead and start off with a little bit of sound healing. Now right here I have 3 green stones. I want you to go ahead and focus your intent. If you want 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to give you a moment to really focus on which card calls your name. Set intent. My goal is that these are very positive reads for you, very uplifting, no matter what we see. And sometimes we do see challenges. Challenges are simply challenges, and we can always work on that. That's not a problem. And I will go ahead and put timestamps in the video, so that way, if you picked a later card, you could just fast forward to your card. Are we good? Okay. Let's go ahead and start with number 1. I'm going to put these to the side. What a beautiful stone. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Look at that transformation. Transformation. So some things are going to change. Inspiration. Peace. Healing. And also signs. So we've got some really good cards here. We've got transformation is going to take place, which should be very positive over the next few months. But look at this, to have peace and healing both in the same layout. This really tells me that you've come into your own. You're also being inspired spiritually. Look at the light there that is glowing. That light is glowing. So you're being inspired spiritually. And just like here it says signs, instincts are the message from the inner divine. And so you're paying attention to what is going on within you when you see these signs. You're paying attention to the inner forces that are happening, that are awakening within you. So this is very positive. This is very positive. Getting to a place of peace and healing. Finally, you're doing a good job. So that sounds really good. So now let's look at your tarot cards. Now these fit very well. These fit very well, especially with the healing card. I want you to take note. We do have the 3 of Swords in this layout, which is obviously it is a heartache card. Now I notice it's next to the 6 of Cups, which can be my childhood card, my inner child. So one of the things is we are healing our inner child, especially is what we're going to be working on over the next few months. Now, healing the inner child is one of the last things that you do on the path. And there's always more to go. But as far as wrapping up the healing process, it is normally with the inner child. That is kind of the final destination. Like we do the shadow work. That's one of the things we do in the beginning. I'm sure you're well aware of that. You're smart enough to know that. And that we begin the shadow work and the deeper stuff, acknowledging the darker parts of ourselves, then going to the lighter parts of ourselves, working on our duality and what we are. And then we get to the inner child, and that's where the real work begins of really integrating the inner child back. That's our soul retrieval. That's what we do. That is the heart of the matter. So we're going to get in healing mode. Now, one of the things over the next few months, there has been a lot of work. See, you've been working on it. And normally in tarot, for the 2 of Pentacles, he normally has an infinity sign around him. It's a little bit different, but he always does have a ship in the background in the water. We even have a dolphin in this one. So take note of the dolphin to really emphasize the spiritual coming to the surface. The dolphin is coming to the surface. So a lot of your true spiritual self is coming to the surface. And that's why we have that transformation card. That's really beautiful. That is really beautiful. And we've got the enlightenment of the full moon there, and really balancing those light and dark forces once again. And see, there's the sun. It's all leading to happiness and joy, this transformation and this healing. And I kind of, Spirit's kind of joking with me in my ear, like, they put it on off long enough, didn't they? It didn't have to be this hard. We look at here at the 10 of Wands, the beginning card. It was hard. It was a lot of hard work to heal. There was a lot of work, shadow work, and all that fun stuff to do and everything. And see, notice we have the moon is waning here, but then when we get here, we've got a full moon. So the moon came to fruition and everything came to light. And then we just, you know, at first we were struggling, see how he's carrying everything hard, but then we narrowed our burdens down, and then we're like, I've got this, I've got this. He's struggling, I can handle this now. And look at how firm his legs are. He's standing on a firm foundation. He's grounded. He's standing on the ground. Even though the water is behind him, he is completely grounded with his emotions. And then the inner child. So this is beautiful. This is beautiful. You've got it. This is what you got to do. So just, we're going to work a little bit the inner child, but look at this process. This is a beautiful process that you have been doing. I'm proud of you. So now for those who want to know what number 2 says, and we're going to set good intent for this read. Good intentions. Look at that. Victory and success. Victory and success. Confidence. Life purpose. Awakening. What beautiful cards. So this is great. This is great. So we've got victory and success. Everything is happening for you. You're paying attention to your life purpose. Notice we have another full moon in the background. It's all becoming enlightened now. And we even have little bits of light here, like these orbs in the image, and that growth of the tree. But notice it's got firm roots. It's got firm roots and everything. And that is what's making it sturdy. You're getting there with your life purpose. You've had your awakening, like the card says, oh my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. And you're becoming more confident in your spiritual growth, because you're having this victory here. This is beautiful. Now let's look at your tarot cards. Queen of Swords, the World, the Emperor, the Ace of Wands, very good, and Justice. So let's see. So especially for my females here, I have the Queen of Swords. So one of the things, she has learned to be diplomatic with the swords. She's learned to use her intuition and use it well. Look how confident she is. She is very confident. She is very sharp and enlightened. And we have this dressing over her third eye. Now, very often she can be an older woman. So if you are an older woman, you will especially identify her. Notice she's a little bit gray there. She is the wisest of all the queens in the tarot. So really using that deeper wisdom and everything going forward, that is what's helping you with this. That's giving you confidence in your life purpose. And we've got the World, and look how confident he is, standing on the hourglass and everything. And what does the World do? We turn over the hourglass and we start all over again. We go into a new cycle. We've got all the signs of the zodiac around here. And just see how powerful he is. He's dressed in red. Anytime you see red in tarot, that implies power. And so especially gaining your personal power during this time is very, very prolific. Now the Emperor, notice, obviously one of the most powerful in the tarot. This is your major arcana card, one of them, because we have Justice as well, but especially about strategy and planning. And this is the Warrior card. And notice victory and success. So you are a spiritual warrior is what this is saying. And just, you might even be in Aries if you're watching this, but especially just having a plan, having a game plan for this life purpose that you're coming into and this awakening that you've had. And of course, the Emperor is very confident. So this fits very well. And then we have the Ace of Wands. This is one of my favorite cards, is the Ace of Wands, because this is especially about opportunity, finding one's passion. So about this life purpose, one of the things is when you find your life's purpose is something you've always been passionate about, that is even more powerful. That is incredible. So having the Ace of Wands in there is like you can take up the magic wand. It is yours. It is being gifted to you. I just like in the Harry Potter, the wand chooses the wizard. Always remember that. The wand chooses the wizard, just like the tarot deck chooses you. It's the same thing. And then justice very much is about karma. Justice is about karma. So especially, and notice we've got the Tao symbol there to especially emphasize the balancing act we do. We have the scales here as well. Everything comes into balance and harmony with the Tao. It always does. Anytime things start going to an extreme, here it comes back again. And you're learning to deal with those extremes. And you're learning to be able to balance everything out and put good things into the world. And that's one of the things we want to do. We want to make good, positive decisions. Justice is about that. We want to make good, positive decisions. And that is what makes our karma go good. So very positive cards. I love this. Powerful. Awakening. Notice it's in the center. So if some of you are just coming into awakening, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. It's exciting. But it sounds like your awakening process, just everything opened up for you. Everything opened up and you're like, wow, my life purpose is even bigger than I thought. But you have everything. You've got all the tools you need to be successful. Beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. Okay. And now for those anxiously awaiting. Number 3. So got a beautiful stone here. Let's see what you get. Positive movement forward. And you know what? I just realized I only pulled one of this deck. So I'm going to pull you a card. I just realized I only pulled one. So you get an extra card here from my thing. I'm sorry. Here we go. We got courage and we got strength. Oh my God, this is insane. Are you a Leo? Tell me in the comments if you're a Leo. You got courage and you got courage side by side. No, I didn't rig these cards. It just fell out of there. And look at the strength card. The strength card and 2 courage cards. That's insane that you got this. This is amazing. This is amazing. And positive movement forward. So I feel like definitely you're coming into your strength. You are coming into your power. And just like the card says here, let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. So if you have been a scaredy cat before, one of the things is I feel you're tapping into something that there was a frustration, like, I'm tired of being afraid. I'm tired of being afraid. And I feel like over the next few months, if you're fearful right now, if you have a little bit of that in you, you're going to face your fears. So one of the things for your message is really facing your fears over the next few months. I mean, really facing them and not being afraid anymore. Where is fear getting you? Where is fear getting you if you're being fearful? Let's look at your tarot cards. Now we've got the 2 of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Hierophant. Look at that. The Chariot. That's about victory, success. There you go. And the Hermit. Look at this. These are really amazing. So we got the 2 of Cups that can notate a good relationship that is going in a positive direction. I feel when looking at this makes me feel a new relationship coming into play. And one of the things is facing our fears. So that makes me feel a relationship is going to pop up in the picture. And then you're going to need to face your fear. Fear of, oh my God, it might not work out. Oh my God, it's doomed. You know, this kind of thing. And so we're going to need to face our fears. And then the Ace of Swords here, just you're sharp and everything, and you're finally finding peace. I want you to notice that there is a dove with this Ace of Swords. When a warrior has a weapon, the aim is peace. Now, there are sometimes they have to unsheath the sword, and they might be brutal, but the aim is always peace. We always want to do that. So we want to keep it sheathed if we have to. But of course, it's there if we need it. But especially the truth, I'm being honest with your situation and so forth. But facing your fears as a warrior is what we want to do. And then we have the Hierophant, applying your spiritual knowledge to all of this and everything. He is very powerful. Look at this beautiful image of the Hierophant. But especially applying the spiritual knowledge and tapping into your own spiritual teacher within. That you have this being within you that you could tap into that knows the answers. And look at that, the Chariot. Look how proud she is, going forward successfully, letting the divine drive the chariot so she can be successful. She's got the balance of the Sphinx here, of the light and the dark, and it's a beautiful image. But notice, she's courageous. Look at her right there. You could face your fears. And then the Hermit. Now we go from knowledge to wisdom, taking all these lessons that we have learned that have got us there and going into our inner light and inner sanctity and really tapping into that wisdom. We're facing the fear of being alone. We've done that, so we're ready for that new relationship that is coming in. But this is a very powerful image. But this is crazy. Courage and courage, go you. Look at that. Courage and courage, go you. You are going to face your fears over the next few months, and you're going to come out victorious with that Chariot energy, and it's all positive movement forward. I told you guys, these would be positive readings. All you got to do is focus your intentions. Focus your intentions on it. Let's do a little more singing bowl. And if you enjoyed this read, please like and subscribe. Help me get up there and get out there. I hope you enjoyed this.